What's up everybody, I'm Sanjay and welcome to another video. Now today we're going to be starting a new case mod, and this is going to be based on a Thermaltake level 20 GT case. I'll be posting a series of videos on this case mod, and I'm going to be showing you each phase of the modding process. But first of all is the planning. Now when you're starting a case mod, you have to decide how you're going to mod it before you start any of the process in the case mod. Actually, that's the first step. You have to have an idea in your mind on how to modify the case. And when you're planning something like this, to make it easier to get an idea about the case mod and what you want to do, it's always really nice to have a theme. For this case mod, I went ahead and decided on Atomic Heart. Now I assume you know the upcoming game Atomic Heart with really good ray tracing effects. I want to do a case mod based on that, but I don't want to follow the actual theme of the game, which is very worn out and abandoned. I don't want to follow that theme, so I went ahead, modified my idea, my concept of what I'm going to do. I took the inspiration from Atomic Heart, I added my own part to it, which is I want to make it more modern. I want to make it more clean with less wear and tear. As you may know, I just finished a case mod on Anthem, which had a lot of those wear and tear and worn out look. And I don't want to be doing the same thing on another mod. And the best way to get away from that is to do a mod with very clean aesthetics, but still follow the color theme and the looks of the Atomic Heart game. So let's see what I have in mind for this case mod. As you see, this is the case that I'm going to be using for this case mod. The first thing that I'm going to do is take off the internal parts that are black and metal, at least most of them, and then replace them with acrylic, CNC'd or laser cut acrylic parts to give it that crystal transparent kind of look to go with the vibe of like the chemical bottles and so on in the lab of the Anthem game, or at least on the Anthem trailer. So the next step is going to be coloring the components with the color theme of the mod. The color theme for this specific mod is going to be white, red, and then a little bit of transparency, and then silver or chrome to represent that look in a laboratory. And red shows the blood part, if not the Atomic Heart part. I'm trying to add some components or 3D printed parts that gives you that vibe of the game. Actually, the little robot that's at the corner that keeps scrolling its own head. I want to add that kind of elements to this case mod. But I do also want to add a little bit of components like a flask for the water cooling, like a flask integrated into the water cooling loop, or other elements from what you would imagine as a laboratory. And then once this is done, the next is to do all the water cooling loops and also the cable management. I want to have custom sleeved cables, and in the liquid cooling loop I want to integrate the elements of a laboratory. So as I mentioned before, like flasks or test tubes or testing equipment, those kind of little details going to give more of a feeling of what actually this case mod is about. And the next up is about the overall case painting and adding effects. I want to add a little bit of blood effects to the case mod, so maybe the liquid in the cooling loop will be, and also each and every part will have a little bit of red, a blood red accent in them. This will make it follow the theme more, and at the same time the system look very elegant. I don't want to add too much extra flair to this. I want it to be looking simple, minimalistic, but at the same time following the game theme. If you see some of these pictures which I drew inspiration from for this mod, you can understand what kind of theme I'm really pushing towards. Coming forward from the structural modifications and the component assembly, The next step is going ahead and modifying the exterior design. For this, what I'm going to do is use 3D printed components to give a little bit of accent. Again, not too much and not too little, to give it that little bit of Atomic Heart theme while maintaining the premium and clean look. So I do hope you like my concept, and I do hope you stay tuned to the upcoming progress of this mod if it goes through this competition, and I'll see you in the next one.